I'm so excited. Today is the day. I am going to share some tips with you to make painting furniture so much easier. So you don't want to miss this. If you don't know me, I am Natalie with A Ray of Sunlight, and I have been painting furniture since 2014 full time. I am here to help you feel confident tackling your furniture. Actually, funny story, I wasn't going to say anything about this, but the last couple of weeks, or maybe the last week, I've been helping my mom with her furniture. Anyway, so that has been fun. So I'm going to be sharing some tips on how you can paint your furniture like a pro. These are super simple tips. And then stick around because I have a secret I have been keeping. I have been working so hard trying to get this ready for you guys, to help you guys. So tip number 1, clean and degloss your furniture, but you can do that in one step. So you gotta just use the right product. This product, it's a deglossing, it's called Surface Prep, I think. Deglosses and it cleans all in one, and all you have to do is you got to brush it on and then let it sit for a little bit. You can scrub if you have some extra grime on your furniture, but this will help prep your surface so then you don't technically have to sand. So if sanding is something like, I don't want to do that, this is your friend. So you just brush it on, just kind of something like this all over, and it's going to clean and it's going to degloss and make your surface not as shiny, so then your paint will stick to it without you having to sand. So this is just a damp rag, so I would just brush it all over the whole entire piece of furniture and then wipe it off. If there's some stubborn places, scrub a little bit more. You could get like a scrubby pad or something and scrub it. And that's it. That's all you have to do. So that is tip number 1. But guess what? If you use this, but you still use a not very good paint, your paint's still not going to stick very well. You have to still use the right types of paint. And trust me, I can't even count how many different types of paint. Some are awesome, and others I'm like, that was a waste of $30 on that paint. But I like to test out paints for you. It's not necessarily for me, because if I am painting furniture to sell it, like I have been for the last 10 plus years, then I'm going to stick with what is excellent paint. I'm not going to be trying all the different paints. But I like to test them for you so then you know, because all the time we get questions, hey, is this paint good? Is this paint good? Have you ever tried this paint? And I want to know so I can help you guys. So that is my job at this point, to help you guys, and I love it. I love helping you guys out. So you've got to use the right paint, and I go into this in a little bit. I'll explain about that. But you can't just use any old paint, and it doesn't have to be expensive paint either. So there is that. So that was tip number 2. And then tip number 3 is when you are applying your paint, I don't know how I'm going to hold this. When you're applying your paint, make sure that you apply it in thin coats. So see how I just I dipped my paintbrush in there and then I wiped off some of the paint. So there's still paint on this side, but there's not very much over here. Okay, so it's not all just dripping off. And then I'm able to do a thin coat of paint without getting all the drips and the runs. Yes, it is so tempting. See, you can see I'm not getting full coverage. You can still see the white paint from underneath this black paint. Oh, I do have a little drip underneath that hole, but I'm just going to brush it away. Just lost my train of thought. Anyways, I know it is tempting to just paint thick coats so then you don't have to paint as many coats, But here's the thing. If you have thick paint, you're going to have drips. Your paint is more susceptible to cracking or like chipping off. Way easier. The paint will dry faster if you have thin coats. It will be a smoother finish if you have the thin coats. It is totally worth having a thinner coat. And then I like to, after I get all the edges and everything, I like to brush really long strokes, and that helps prevent all the brush strokes. So once this is dry, you're still going to see the lines because it's not full coverage, but your paint is going to be so smooth. You put on another coat just like that, and with black paint, this paint is excellent paint, and you're barely going to have any brush marks. So when I first started, I used the cheapest paint possible. Chalk paint was huge. I mean, it's chalk paint. I still love chalk paint, but the tips that people gave were not good tips. Just brush it on, slap it on. You don't need to do anything before you use your chalk paint. And then I was mixing weird things together. And so I don't even want to see that furniture now, 10 years later. It probably does not look good. So this is what I love to do. I love sharing tips with you guys to help make painting furniture so much easier. So, are you ready for my secret? What I've been working on for so long. If you feel so much more confident after seeing those tips, I have so many more tips, and I have put them all together in step-by-step, easy guide. Their video course written. It also has the written information as well, all put together to walk you through step-by-step how to paint furniture. I have poured my heart and soul into this. We have tested it out with others, and their feedback has been fantastic. So I am so excited. But here's the deal. This week only is launch week. We are launching this out into the world, my little baby. And so we have special pricing for this week only. It is $35. $35. That is less than this can of paint. That is less than dressers that you find at the thrift store. That is less than, I just bought 4 bar stools for my kitchen off of Facebook Marketplace. They were all $10 each, $40. So $35 to have everything step by step for you in videos and in written form. So then you don't have to worry, am I doing this step right? It's all there for you. So this week only, it's $35. So guess what? Comment the word apple and I will send you a link to it. Here's what you're going to learn. So you're going to learn how to prep your furniture correctly, or if you want to skip some steps, I have all of those tips there for you as well. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. The best paints to use and why. And so then you don't have to go and test out paint that does not work. Trust me, I have tested those paints out, and you don't want to waste your time and money trying out those paints. So I'm telling you which paints to use, how to get those brush-free, flawless finishes on your furniture. It's kind of pick your adventure. So whether you're a beginner or you've already learned how to paint furniture, but you want to level up how to paint your furniture so then it looks even better, we walk you through those steps in this course, and it is just, I am so excited. And I see all of you guys commenting Apple. Thank you so much. I hope that you love it as much as I do. I'm so excited. So don't forget, comment Apple, and I will send you a link to the course. I don't want you to be scared to paint your furniture. I want you to have somebody to walk you through, here's what you do next, because taking on a new project without having somebody there to just give you encouragement, but also to tell you, hey, this is the next step. That is game changing. What project or what piece of furniture in your home, or are you looking to turn this into a furniture or a hobby or a business? What project are you wanting to work on next? I would love for you guys to leave a comment letting me know my piece of furniture that I want to work on next. I mean, I'm going to work on this one next because it's ready to go. But we just bought a new dining table. We spent $150 on it. Have you gone shopping for a kitchen table lately? They are expensive. And half the time, they aren't solid wood. They're just cheaply made. And so the really nice ones are so expensive. And so I am going to save hundreds and hundreds of dollars by doing my kitchen table myself with these skills that I share in the course. So let me know, what project are you working on next, or do you want to work on? Share a photo of it in the comments if you want to. But I think we all have furniture in our house that we're wanting to update. Unless that's just me. It's all over my house. I need to update furniture. Thank you so much for being here. I hope these tips helped you, and I am so excited to share all of this knowledge with you guys and get you painting your furniture and updating it so then you can love it and enjoy it again. All right, thank you guys so much.